How are you today? Have you been? It's another Saturday. And you know what we do on Saturdays? Tales of Friendship with Becca. TOF, Tales of Friendship with Becca. This is episode 19, and I'll be alone in the studio today. There is no guest here. So if you'd love to join me in the studio, maybe for upcoming episodes next Saturday or even beyond, please kindly reach out to me. You can drop it in the comment section or you reach out to me on WhatsApp on 08064088841. That being said, let's dive into today's show. So I want to narrate what I have titled The Mysterious Misplacement. So, this is a story from my secondary school. One time I was in the boarding house and something happened. So, that's the tale, the story of friendship that we'll be saying today. So, at the time, I was in senior secondary school 3 and I was in boarding house. So, you know how we were preparing for the senior secondary school certificate examination, and the other classes had gone home. So we stayed back to study more and prepare for the exam. And you know how it used to be, you have to sit for, say, mock exam, then before the main exam would come. So that day, someone gave my friend money. Someone, I think her parent, it's not. It's not clear anymore now. I can't remember, but I know she was given 1,000 naira. So my friend had 1,000 naira notes, and she gave it to me to keep because it became a routine at some point where, oh, if you have money, we'll spend it. If they send you food stuff from home, would cook and eat it together, because the food coming from the cafeteria then was nothing to write home about. So we all dished it for cooking. Of course, we're hiding to cook, because our principal will always tell us, oh, you go to the kitchen to get food, you're not allowed to cook and all that. So she gave me this 1,000 naira notes, for me to keep, that pending the time would need it, so would have something, to spend. So I kept this money somewhere, and suddenly I forgot about the location. So when she asked me for the money, I started looking for the money, and I told her I can't remember where I kept it. I kept it somewhere, but honestly, I can't remember where I kept it. Excuse me. So she was like, okay, let's look for it. So we started looking for it. We searched everywhere, my safe, my locker, my bed, my books, my bags, searched everywhere, couldn't find the money. So my friends, like three, four other ladies, girls at the time, um, excuse me, concluded that some of the girls stole it. So they were like, no, Becca, you didn't misplace this. You didn't misplace it. Someone stole it. And we know who was, we guessing that stole this. Someone stole it. So we called all the girls together. Oh, please, did you find 1,000 naira note? Maybe while I was walking out of the hostel, it fell. Or maybe you found it on my bed. We just pleaded with them. At some point, we even left the place. The owner of the cash and myself, we left the place with some other girls. And we said, okay, if you know where this money is, just come drop it here. We don't even want to see you. So we gave them like 10 to 15 minutes. We returned and the money was not there. So that was how one of the girls suggested that there's this man they can go to, that the man is a seer, that the man sees the future, the man sees the past, the man sees this, that the man is powerful, that the man can help us trace the money. So I said, okay, the man can help us trace the money. I sure. She said yes. She agreed. So we made a list. She said we need a list of all the girls in the hostel. So we made a long list of all the girls in the hostel. So I remember that day she asked that I come with her, since I was one who had the money with me, before someone stole it, according to them. So I was the only one with her. We made a long list up to 10. Let's say 10 names. It was a long list. I'm not sure now, but let's say 10 names. So we took the names, we left the school. And because our matron must not know that we were leaving, our principal must not know that we're leaving, we had to sneak out, literally. When we got to the gate, where we passed, then we met a group of boys from the boys' hostel. They were also sitting for the certificate examination, and they asked us what we were up to. So we explained to them, and they asked to see the list. So we showed them the list, and they're like, "Why do you have to go out to catch the thief? We can even tell you the person who stole this money on this list." And they pointed to one girl. Let's say the girl is K. So they pointed at K's name and said, "This is the girl." Coincidentally, this was the same girl everyone was suspecting back at the girls' hostel. Everyone was suspecting K, that it's K who stole the money. It can only be K. Who else would have stolen the money if not K? Everyone just they just continue pointing at this girl that she was the one who must have stolen the money, that she's the one who is capable of doing such. She must have stolen the money. Blah blah blah. So, in fact, the girl who was taking me to this man was of the opinion that we are just going there to fulfill all righteousness, because she already knew it was that girl, the same K that the boys pointed out. That she was sure it was that girl who stole the money. So, long story short, we got to the man's place. So it was at the point of entering that place I realized that, oh, okay, this was some sort of prophet's place, those white garments people, some sort of prophet's place. I'm like, girl, how did you know this place? You've been coming here. And then we're just 16. We're 15, 16 at the time. And this girl drags me all the way from school to that place. But it was a stone throw from school, though. So we entered. The man told us to remove our sandals at the door, which we did. Then we went in to meet him. The man had, do I have a book here? The man had a book with him. Let me see if I can find a book to explain with. Oh, there's no book. There's no book here. Oh, let me use this for instance. So the man had um, a book with him, the Bible actually. He had the Bible with him, but the Bible was tied with thread. So it was well threaded. And in the middle, at the center was a key. So there was this key at the center with which he held the Bible. So he held the key like this. And he told us to give him the list. So, like I said, the girl who took me there, spoke from experience. She's well experienced in doing this because she knew exactly what we needed to take to the man. The man just requested for the list, and we had it already because that girl made us write up a list. So we gave the man the list. So he kept the list on the floor in front of him. Then he held onto the key. So the Bible was just standing still, like still, firm. And he started calling the names. So let's say he started calling A, B, C, and each time it gets to the K, the Bible will move. That same girl that the boys, said stole the money, the same girl that the girls in the girls hostel said must have stolen the money. It was this same girl. It was this same girl. Okay. As soon as the man did it again, he did it like 3, 4 times. And each time he did, once he gets to K, the Bible will just move. So the man will stop it. The man now made a statement. He said, if I allow this Bible to keep turning to the point that it falls, this girl, the person who stole this money, would experience severe stomach pain and it might lead to her death. So I'm like, it's just 1,000 naira. So he was like, yeah, that's why he's not going to do that. But that's the thief. That in fact he can tell us where the money, was at the time. So he just closed his eyes and said, then he started describing our hostel. He said, you have this long building, then you have like different doors leading to different rooms, then you have these, you have that. Then he described the points where he mentioned a particular room, like a cabin. He described our cabin because it's actually located at the center. So he said, oh, yours is at the center, and this girl who stole the money kept it in the middle of a textbook. That once you enter the hostel, the cabin, that there is a cupboard right in front of you. You'll be faced, with a cupboard. And on top of that cupboard, there is a biology textbook. I'll never forget this explanation. Then inside the biology textbook is where the 1,000 naira, was carefully hidden. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? That textbook belongs to my friend, the one who gave me the 1,000 naira note. Guess who kept the 1,000 naira notes there? Moi, me, Becca of the Most High. As soon as that man said that, I remembered immediately that moi, Becca, kept the money there. But my name was on that list, and the Bible didn't turn when my name was called. I remember that I kept the money there. I remember that I kept the money there. No one stole that money. So we thanked the man and we left. On my way back, I had to confess to my friend. I said, girl, no one stole that money. No one stole that money. I kept it there. It was me. I forgot where I kept it. So I was right when I said I misplaced it. I forgot where I kept it. But they were insisting that, oh no, someone must have stolen it. You didn't misplace it. You didn't forget where you kept it. It's this girl. She's just safe. So we got back to the hostel and everyone just came, running, shouting, where is the money? Where is it? Da, 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 da. We went straight to that book. We opened it. The money was there, 1,000 naira. The money was there. We didn't tell the other girls what happened. We just told them, oh, the man told us you know, this was where the money was hidden. That was what the man told us. He didn't tell us. We didn't narrate all the dramatic things that happened. And that was it. That was it. It's such a crazy adventure, yeah. Um, and it's just what friends would do for each other. Sometimes it's not really cool. It's not full blown good thing. We do things to support our friends at the detriment of other people's integrity. I remember then. I mean, no one had the evidence that it was this other girl who stole it, but we even saying it to her face that, are you not the one who stole the money? We're not the one who stole the money. And the girl was sad and all. She was like this. She didn't take the money. But I guess it's because she is known to steal. Excuse me, she stole quite a number of things back then. Food stuff, our clothing. She stole our provision, and most times she was get caught red-handed. Other times she would confess. Other time another person would snitch on her. Maybe the person did it together, stuff like that. So by the time we returned to the hostel, we just covered up and just told them, okay, the man didn't tell us really, okay, this was the person who stole it. But he described where we'll get the money. And now that the money is found, okay, Stephanie, bye guys, bye. So that was the end. So guys, this is today's tale of friendship. Teenagers, a bunch of teenagers acting up. I would love to hear from you. What do you think of this? Do you have similar experience? Kindly put it in the comment section. Um, what do you think of what would you have done if you found yourself in the situation? If you were the one who visited the man, would you come back narrating all what happened? Would you have owned up? I mean, thinking back now, I think I should have owned up that, oh, I'm sorry. It would be shameful and all, but it's doable. It's like the proper thing to do. I should have done that. We just covered up that, oh, the man didn't tell us who stole it. He just told us where the money was, and then we found the money. I should have just probably owned up to say, okay, this is what happened. I actually forgot where I kept it. I mean, I should have just continued from where I stopped initially because that was what I was saying right from time that I couldn't remember where I kept the money. My friends were saying, no, this is what I got who stole it. So I should have just owned up, and just explained this. So this is the end of Tales of Friendship with Becca today. Next Saturday, I hope to come back here with a guest. Yes, I'll be narrating, dissecting, analyzing a friendship tale, and I hope that it will be something that all of us can learn from. So, till next Saturday, keep being good, keep being friendly, keep being great. Bye.